Hello dear, welcome to the Fast Track Hits and Fast Crack Tips. We will have discussion on previous question papers of UGC NET paper 1. Let's start. The question number 1 from the previous paper. In the two sets given below, set 1 provides levels of teaching while set 2 gives their focus of concern. Set 1 levels of teaching, set 2 focus of concern. So A autonomous development level, B memory level, C understanding level, D reflective level. And in set 2 we have problem raising and problem solving. Second is focus of concern, affects and feelings. Third, recall of facts and information. Fourth, seeing of relationship among facts and their examples. Fifth, peer learning. We have to select correct answer from the options given below, that whether autonomous development level is associated with which focus of concern, memory level, understanding level, reflective level, and the options are 1, 2, 3 and 4. While attempting such kind of question, instead of looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 options available, first look at autonomous development level, memory level, understanding level and reflective level. They are from Bloom's taxonomy. So what level of focus of concern is associated with each other? At least 1 or 2 if you could identify. For example, immediately memory level, recall of facts and information, they are associated. So B is associated with 3. So B is associated with 3 is appearing only at option 3. So that could be one of the answers. The correct answer from the given option is autonomous development level is having focus of concern, affects and feeling. Memory level, recall of facts and information. Understanding level, seeing of relationship among facts and their examples at the higher level. Reflective level, it is problem raising and problem solving. So that goes the answer. Question number 2. In which type of qualitative research designs individual stories to describe the lives of people are explored? Options are ethnography. Second, grounded theory research. Third, symbolic interaction. Fourth is narrative research. We are asked which type of qualitative research design individual stories to describe the lives of people are explored. Lives of people are explored. The correct answer is 4th option, narrative research. Now, what is the meaning of other options? Ethnography is a branch of anthropology, that is science of human being and the systematic study of individual cultures. Ethnography explores cultural phenomena from the point of view of the subject of the study. So this will be additional information you can keep. Grounded theory research sets out to discover or construct theory from data systematically obtained and analyzed using comparative analysis. Symbolic interaction talks about one of the several theories in the social sciences according to which people live both in the natural as well as symbolic environment. And the narrative one, which we now elected as one of our correct answer, it is a form of qualitative research that is used when a researcher wants to share the story of individuals. There are many everyday examples that employ narrative designs, including autobiographies, biographies, narrative interviews, oral history and personal accounts. Question 3. Micro expression as part of classroom communication are negative, positive, manipulative or fleeting. And from the classroom communication process, the answer goes as fleeting. The correct answer for micro expression as part of classroom communication, they are fleeting. What is the meaning of that? Micro expressions are fleeting means they are brief, temporary, momentary, transient. They are facial expression. They are momentarily available facial expression that betray underlying emotions that the person may be trying to suppress. Means as a learner, he or she may be trying to suppress. It is only for fraction of second. They mostly happen around the eyes and mouth, and they are very brief, typically lasting for fraction of second. So micro expressions are fleeting, temporary. Question number 4. Pitch of the teacher's voice in the classroom is described as. Pitch of the teacher's voice in the classroom is described as 1. Linguistic, 2. Paralinguistic, 3. Non-linguistic, 4. Macro-linguistic. And the correct answer is the pitch of teacher's voice in the classroom is described as paralinguistic. What is the meaning of paralinguistic? It is a part of communication outside of the words themselves, gestures. So, the volume, speech, pitch of a voice, they go as paralinguistic. Linguistic is concerned with the use of language in communication. Non-linguistic consists of gestures. They are also outside the word, but they are known as linguistic. Consists of gestures, hand movement, facial expressions and signs. And macro-linguistic is not the word actually, it is macro-linguistics, which is the study of broad influence on language. Question number 5. From the list of learning outcomes indicated below, we have to identify those which are said to be high level outcomes. Learning of facts and rules, showing the ability to analyze and synthesize, awareness, responding and valuing, imitation, manipulation and precision, articulation and naturalization. Observe that these learning outcomes are also derived from Bloom's taxonomy, organization and characterization. So, we have to identify from this which are said to be high level outcomes. We have to select correct answers from the option. One is composed of B, E and F. Option second is A, B and C. A, B and C. Third is B, C and D. Fourth is A, C and F. We are talking about high level outcomes. And high level outcomes, the correct answer is first one, B, E and F. That means showing the ability to analyze and synthesize, articulation and naturalization, synthesis is the high level outcome, organization and characterization. If the learner could organize and characterize the knowledge and information, that is high level outcome. So, the explanation derived from Bloom's taxonomy for various types of learning outcomes. What are the various types of learning outcomes? 5 types. Intellectual skills, cognitive strategy, verbal information, motor skills and attitude. What is the meaning of intellectual skills? The learner understands concepts, rules or procedures for how to do something. Cognitive strategy, learner uses personal strategies to think, organize, learn and behave. Verbal information, the learner can definitively state what is learned from an organized body of knowledge. Motor skill, the category is concerned with the physical ability to perform action through practice. And attitude is the outcome which is reflected in the learner's behavior through learner's response to people or situation when something has been grasped properly and learned effectively. Thank you very much for giving us patient hearing. Do subscribe to our channel for latest videos. The other videos of question number 6 to 50, they follow. Thank you.